We are strong believers that key port markets are significant drivers of demand on industrial real estate.
We get very, very strategic in where we put our buildings.
A lot of the infill markets in densely populated areas with close proximity to ports.
We really try to cater to what the tenant demands in that specific market. It requires close coordination with investments, close coordination with the brokers to really try to learn and understand what the specific tenant in that market wants. And we try to mold our building to match that need.
Our goal is to build a better long-term product. Things that are hard to replicate, not thinking about the short-term profit at the height of the market, but more thinking about, hey, what's this building going to look like in 5 to 10 years? And are we building the right asset in the right place? We found that tenants respond to that really strongly.